You. That got me. Now that I've taken on the first 3 FNAF games, it's time to move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This was the one I was dreading the most. I struggled with nightmares a lot as a kid, so having a game that was all about one's nightmares manifesting to kill them... But, since I'm facing my fears this Halloween season, this was a must-play. I hope my sleep schedule will forgive me. 5 days until the party. See, the worst part is, this is the first... you could see my volume. The other games I had at 50%, and this one I have to have at 100. Because, I know that sound is important. What did you do this time? He locked you in your room again? Don't be scared. I'm here with you. Damn. Tomorrow is another day. Okay. Night 1. It's weird that y'all can't see the yellow border on my screen. Close doors, shift. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Why is it in 4x3? I don't remember it being in 4x3! What the... Okay, I can hide tips now. Stop that. God, why am I doing this to myself? I never noticed this game has music. I never noticed this game had music. And it's gone because I pointed it out. I hate this. I hate this. Stop that. This game also sucks for commentating because I have to be listening. Get the fuck out of here, Bonnie. I heard some stepping. Get out of here, Chica. Oh my God, I just, listen, more than anything, I was afraid of losing, of course. I was also afraid of, pulling a Markiplier. The first night in these things is never too bad, and then dying. I mean, I didn't say it, so I was so tempted to. Like, I was so tempted to, like, let Chica get close. You know he's hiding again. Yep. I was so tempted to let Chica get close and then say the line and then die, and I'm like, oh, but I don't want to do this whole night again. Fuck you. That got me. Tomorrow's another day. Yeah, indeed. Why is my drink so far away? Get over here. Final Plus Trap! Hey, we're gaming. Although, honestly, I'm not sure if skipping 2 hours into the night is great, because doesn't that mean the AI level starts higher? What the fuck was that? I heard the breathing there. Someone's... Ah, Foxy's here. Jump scare me? That's not good. Why are the lights flickering? Just kill me. Okay. Foxy. There we go. Chica's in the kitchen. Oh. Oh, my heart. After this next minigame, I'm gonna have to take a break already. It has only been 13 minutes and I already have to take a break. He left without you. He knows that you hate it here. You're right beside the exit. If you run, you can make it. Hurry, run toward the exit. It's too late. Hurry the other way and find someone who could help. You know what will happen if he catches you. You can find help if you get past them. You have to be strong. Road took 2 steps. Tomorrow is another day. Oh, I'm good at that. Unfortunately, I'm stopping the recording here for now because I have to take a break. For the sake... Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I got into my closet. There we go. Bah! Stand up. I didn't hear him breathing. I didn't hear the breathing. I didn't hear the breathing. Why is my microphone facing the wrong way? I didn't hear the breathing. I'm gonna take a break. Just a little break.
I'll be right back.
It is an hour and a half later. Just in case you needed to know how much that one jump scare got me. Okay. I remember the controls now. Damn it, he's in. Alright. Boo! 3, 4. Alright. Okay, checks on Foxy. Okay, I think Chica's at the door. No. Okay, if Chica's in the kitchen, so I shouldn't have to worry about her. I think. Bonnie's at the door. Or not? Okay. Bonnie's at the door. And Chica. Okay, great. Okay. Whew! Okay. I needed that break. The reason why I closed the door and opened it and closed it again there was because I thought I heard him in my ear, but I didn't. I heard his footsteps, meaning that he was moving in that hallway, but I didn't. I thought I heard him, but I didn't. He didn't breathe, and I realized that after I shut the door. So I opened the door again. Because knowing that if they're at the end of the hallway and you shut the door, they teleport to you. I know that much. So you have to open the door again, then close it, and then the next time you hear the footsteps, that means they left. Oh. Okay. I did it. Now I just have 2 more nights, and then I don't have to worry about anything else. He hates you. You've got to get up. Or you have to get up. You could get out this time, but you have to hurry. Oh, yeah. Where's your plush toy? Mine is Spring Bonnie. My daddy says I have to be careful with him or I will pinch my finger. He's a finger trap, he says. Psychic friend Fredbear. You'd better watch out. I hear they come to life at night. And if you die, they hide your body and never tell anyone. Why do you look so worried? See you at the party. Ah, kids. Aren't you that kid who always hides under the table and cries? No one else is scared. Why are you? Why are you? Stop being such a baby. I'm gonna get jump scared by my brother. Are you going to the party? Everyone is going to the party. Oh wait, you have to go. It's your birthday. Come on, jump scare me, brother. Be careful. And jump scare? No. And there it is. Mike, you're such a card. Tomorrow's another day. Oh, I didn't see the mangle Easter egg. Alright. Come on, you little shit. Come on. There we go. Although again, probably not the greatest because it means they start harder. Just gotta keep my ear out and stay on top of it. Am I? Okay. Okay. I heard him, and like my whole hand like twitched, and I accidentally hit flashlight. I was them being right next to each other. One should have been spacebar. One should have been shift. Flashlight should have been. I know control was flashlight in FNAF 2. I get that. One should have been spacebar. They shouldn't. I should the same muscles on my hand shouldn't be able to press both of them down. I know that like listen, I know that I could control those fingers independently, but like if my whole right hand like leans a bit too far to the left downwards, and I accidentally press control when I mean to press shift, I'm just making excuses because I died. But that time I was prepared because I felt myself press the wrong button and I knew it was gonna happen. That scream wasn't even a scream of fear. That was an oh shit. I fucked up. Oh, there goes the first 2 hours, which is fine. Okay. Oh, he's in the closet. Yeah. Let me. Boo! Oh. Bonnie at the left door. Ah! How long was he out the door? Okay, let's get back into it. Both of you? You didn't get into the closet already, right? No. You snuck in. You didn't. Go back. Fuck! This is way more fun than FNAF 3. I'm losing my mind. I'm tense, and I'm shaky, and I'm miserable, and I'm having so much fun. What the hell? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand the problems with this gameplay loop. I understand that, like, forcing people to have their volume as high as possible so you can jump scare them with the loudest jump scares in the franchise, not great. I think that the breathing should be way more noticeable, or the audio tell should be like the loud one all the time. The last time I died, or not the last time I died, the time I died where I accidentally hit control, that was because the breathing was so loud, it made me jump, and I pressed the button by accident when I meant to close it. It should always be that loud one so people can have their volume lower, because it sucks that some people have to get their eardrums blown out in order to, like, play this game optimally. But I am having a blast. Like, it's like when I realized in FNAF 1 that you could hear when they walked from the door to the hallway or vice versa. And I was like, oh, this isn't just a game of checking and hoping. There's some tells. And now, without the camera, it's just those tells. This is like an evolution of FNAF 1 in a way that FNAF 2 wasn't. I did like FNAF 2. FNAF 2 was a more difficult game, and I enjoyed it for what it was. But this really does feel like FNAF 1 evolved and at its peak. If only it was always the loud breathing, instead of the chance that it could be the really quiet one. Damn, Foxy got in, and then I was just screwed. I just, like, he got in at, like, 4 a.m., and if I had held him off a little bit longer, I probably could have made it through the rest of the night. This gameplay loop is really, really fun. And, having to click for pretty much all of the things, way better than flicking, like in FNAF 2. I'm still salty about that one 6 night where I lost because I flicked down and it just didn't work. If there were hotkeys, that wouldn't have happened. Either way, having a blast, but I do need to take a short break. Okay, back into it. I don't need to. I keep leaning in trying to listen. I have headphones on. Could you imagine playing this game with like surround sound audio instead of headphones? That'd be insane. Someone should do that. And he's in. Okay, well, I'm not dealing with Foxy from 5 a.m. I'm no fool. Did I say 5 a.m.? I meant 1 a.m.
Yes, sirree. Thought about killing myself.
Kill me. Okay. They need to be different buttons. I heard the breathing, and I panicked, and I pressed flashlight when I meant to close the door. They need to be different buttons. I know that's dumb to complain about a game that came out 9 years ago. Wow, FNAF 4 was a year after FNAF 1. I remember the games coming out in quick succession, but I don't know why my brain thought it was like years apart, not months. Huh. They need to be different buttons, though. Alright, back into it. I just gotta last, what, 5-6 minutes? Kill me. I'm probably gonna take another longer break. This game is very fun, but I'm really, like, I know what to listen for, but there's so much ambiance mixed in that sometimes a part of the ambiance sounds like the light breathing to me, and then I don't hear the footsteps, and I'm like, okay, I know I could just open the door and close it again, and then they'll be gone. Doesn't make it less frustrating that it's just like, I don't know, this game is, there's too much going on. Like, especially the grandfather clock. Like, I know the sound is distinct from the breathing, so, like, having to differentiate between that and the breathing itself is, like, not difficult, but it's just too much going on. It's like, I get into a really good groove sometimes, and then, like, I mess up that groove and I lose it, and I'm fine with that. There, I lost because just, like, part of the natural ambiance made me think that it was breathing. And I don't know, that just feels a bit... The game is so audio-focused in a way that the other games weren't. Or rather, no, all the games had, like, things you had to worry about auditorily, but they were things that you can, like, very easily pick up. When Springtrap entered the vents, you could always hear it, you always knew to check it. When Mangle was in the vents, when anyone entered the vents in FNAF 2, you could, like, always hear it, or, like, when they left. When someone was at the door hallways in FNAF 1, you could always hear. And I played those games on 50% volume, and I could hear the audio cues perfectly fine. This one feels... the difficulty feels so artificial because I have to have my volume at 100%, and even then, sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes it's the really loud breathing, and it's like, oh, okay, you're here. And sometimes it's just like a little whisper. And the whisper can get lost in all the other sounds, and it's just frustrating. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna give it like an hour, and then I'll come back to it, and I'll give it a few more tries. But this might end up being the first one that I don't beat fully, which is, you know, kind of sad, because I got to night 4 out of 5. I'm probably not doing 6. And I know night 5, like, there's a huge change up in the way you have to play the game, because there's just one animatronic, but he's fucking nuts. But I don't know, I'm really liking the gameplay loop, but things about it are making me not like it. Whereas FNAF 3 was boring, and that's why I didn't like it. This one is like, it's really good mechanics that are muddied by a bunch of stuff that just I don't like. Because when I watched YouTubers play this, I couldn't hear the breathing most of the time unless it was the loud breathing, but also I couldn't hear as much of the rest of the ambiance because it has to be lower than the person talking. With this, now that I'm playing it and finally getting to experience it for myself, it is at the point where a lot of my the game gets me really tense with the gameplay loop of, like, I have to stay on top of everything. And I really enjoy that. And then it's just like, there's someone walking down the street in-game, and I think it's Bonnie. And then, like, there's, like, a little bit of rustling of leaves in the distance, and I think it's the breathing, and then I close the door, and then I don't hear the footsteps, and it's like, it wasn't the breathing. And again, I know I can just open the door and close it again. That I know because I watched YouTubers. Like, I watched a video where it was like, oh, by the way, if you mess up, you can just do this. The game doesn't tell you that. And honestly, my inclination is just take the death there. Because at that point, I've wasted so much time at the door that Chica's moved a bunch and I probably don't know it. The Freddles are building up. Foxy could have snuck in. One of those mistakes, probably in the first 3 nights, it's not that bad. But starting at night 4, it feels like, well, this is just it. I'm boned. And I don't know, it's activating the same sort of frustration in me that the me missing the mask button in FNAF 2 did, where it's like, all right, I feel like that wasn't my fault entirely. But at least there I was like, well, it wasn't the game's fault either. This is the game's fault. The audio should be. I like the ambiance. I like that there's stuff going on. Like, this feels like a home in the middle of, like, a neighborhood, and things are going on all around you. But I'm gonna be real, in my own home, those sounds aren't that loud. Like, if someone were at my door, I'd be able to hear it more clearly than the people down the street, you know? And at this point, I'm being hyperbolic. I understand for the sake of what Scott wanted to accomplish, of, like, forcing you to really listen. I get that the ambiance was necessary, but I wish the ambiance stuck to stuff like the plates clanging in the kitchen, the grandfather clock, the static of the Freddles, maybe like a phone ringing, like stuff that is difficult to confuse for the breathing and the walk, stuff that does not muddy the sounds you have to listen to. Like, the fact that I think that's what really frustrates it for me, is I've ranted on for way too long about this, is that there are things that sound like what I'm supposed to be listening for, and while I could eventually learn the sound effects, that feels metagamey to me, if that makes sense. It's like, it'd be like if you were fighting a boss in an action game, and they had, like, an attack where they jump up, and then there's a twinkle, and then, like, they shoot a laser at you, or something. But then also they can just, like, jump up, and the stars in the night sky might ambiently twinkle the same colors. And so you're like, oh, they're doing the attack. No, they're doing a completely different attack, and it was just, like, the background confused you. That's not... Honestly, that is a great way to put it. It wouldn't be okay if a game had confusing visual elements that muddied the things you're supposed to be looking for. If there's supposed to be clear tells and there's things muddying that up that aren't, like, easy to discern from what you're supposed to be looking for, that'd just be like an objectively bad visual design. This is the same thing, but auditorily. It's just there's things that muddy the sounds I'm supposed to be listening for, and that just makes it frustrating instead of fun. Which sucks, because I literally was just like, oh, I'm having a blast. This is so much more... It is more fun than FNAF 3. I was enjoying myself more, but now I'm just like, man, do I really want to fight the game on this? This game is so loud. Like, it is so loud when it doesn't need to be. I honestly think, like, if the game was just, like, occasionally the grandfather clock, the clanging in the kitchen, and, like, maybe a phone call noise, some ambient humming from, like, I don't know, just stuff that adds to the ambiance without distracting from the audio cues would be great. Because FNAF 2 did that really well. There was a lot of ambiance. There was like the whistling of sounds through the vents, and like the hums throughout the halls and everything, and the static. But like none of that distracted from the music box that you needed to be listening to, the banging of the vents, or Mangle. Everything was like in their own sort of categories of sound. Whereas here, it's like, yeah, no, things can get confused. I'm talking in circles. I've talked for like 3 or 4 minutes on this. 5 minutes, maybe. Just to, like, elaborate on my point, just that it's a fun game. I just wish that it wasn't... I know, part of the difficulty feels artificial because of the sound design. But I'm just, like, talking in circles at this point. I'm gonna take, like, an hour break. This time... to calm my nerves rather than or to calm my anger rather than like calm my nerves, but if I don't come back, if this is the end of the video, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. I know I'm going to have less frustration with that, because you know it from what I understand, sound is not nearly as important there as it is here. And so I won't have to have my volume all the way up at 100 and then get jump scared with my eardrums bleeding because I thought that a car driving by was Bonnie on his fucking tricycle. What am I talking about? Thank you all so much for watching. See you back tomorrow for Sister Location, if this is the end. If not, this is all being cut out. I'm facing my fears one at a time, and I'm realizing now I have a fear of muddied sound design.